Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I am joined by my good friend Chris, who we met each other when we were living in, which city was it again?
Dalian.
Hey, Dalian, yeah. So I'm actually in Canada right now. Chris is a local. We're in a city called Calgary. I arrived here about 3 days ago. I'm still jet lagged. Still extremely tired, but yeah, I figured take this opportunity to talk to Chris a little bit about our experiences in China when we were living there. How long were you in China for again, Chris?
Dalian, 12 years, but I've been coming and going for China for like 20 plus years.
Geez, so you're like the old China hand, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, Zhongguo Tong.
Zhongguo Tong, yeah. Cool, man, cool. So I wanted to ask you a question, but first let's just let the audience kind of get to know you a bit. So why the hell did you go to China in the first place? Are you a LBH, a loser back home? Went to China to, you know, get a good life and be rich and drink beer in the parks?
A little bit of that, but mostly
yeah.
Ever since I was a child, I was just fascinated by Chinese culture and all, so I thought, yeah, I can make a career out of this. So
yeah, okay, cool. And you left China, like, I think, was it like a year ago or 2 years ago?
About almost 2.5. Yeah, I've been back home almost 2.5 years.
Yeah, so why did you leave?
Oh, I was getting tired of teaching at the university.
Yeah.
Tired of being an expat, and frankly, I was quite getting sick of the politics of China.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we talk about quite a lot, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
But, yeah.
It wasn't as free as it was before.
Yeah, I mean, was it ever free? That's the question. For your average Chinese person, it certainly wasn't. The sidewalk is closed. Sorry, that should say pavement is closed, not sidewalk, I'm sorry. But yeah, so you're getting sick of the politics, and the whole like COVID thing obviously didn't help the matter, did it?
Yeah, COVID was the final nail in the coffin, and so yeah, I had year one of the Wuhan flu in Dalian.
Yeah, I was there.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll actually throw in some footage. I did a funny interview with Chris where he put on his communist hat the wrong way around. But
funny.
Yeah, I'll throw that in there. But yeah, the whole like coronavirus thing really put a downer on the whole living situation there. I mean, it was kind of walking on eggshells anyway for the most part, but then that just really sort of exacerbated the situation, I think, right? And there's like that bird chirping noise when we cross the road.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. So yeah, the topic of today's video is, what would it take for you to go back to China? I mean, you know, what sort of incentive would someone have to offer you to go back to that place?
Oh, I don't. Well, for me to go see some of my Chinese friends, I would pay and do anything.
Right.
A lot of them are asking, when are you coming back? When are you coming back?
Yeah.
But I don't know. The idea of sitting in a Chinese jail for a couple of years.
Why do you think you would end up in a Chinese jail, though?
Oh, I have written some pretty controversial things on my WeChat and pissed people off. And
I'll put some of that in the video as well. Yeah. Okay, can you give an example just off the top of your head?
I have pissed off once. Just before I left China, an article came out, total propaganda, that the Chinese Navy will fire on any ship entering the 9-dash line.
Oh yeah, the 9-dash line, yeah.
And I wrote, oh yeah, kind of sounds like the British imperialists 200 years ago.
Yeah, okay. And that must have really got under their skin, yeah?
Oh, I pissed off one guy. He's like, does the guy have paranoid schizophrenia? So when I read your comment, I want to go crazy.
Jesus. Can you just explain the whole 9-dash line thing? There's maybe some people who have no idea what that is.
Oh. Yeah, it's China's territorial expansion grab throughout the South China Sea.
Right. Yeah, and so they've like created this on the map. They've put like this 9-dash line going around the South China Sea. Yeah. Okay.
It covers the territories of most of the Asian countries down there, so.
Like the Philippines, for example.
Yep, and the China lost their battle at the Hague court over that. China didn't care, so.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, that's why all the big news is happening in South China Sea, where they call it a flashpoint.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you want to go and visit your Chinese friends, but you might get into trouble if you go there. But like, let's say I am some like ESL school or a university there, and I offer you like, I don't know, something like 50,000 renminbi a month to go back there. You get an apartment included, you get all the mod cons, you know, you can have a really cheap lifestyle over there. You're still not willing to go back?
For a year.
Oh yeah, so you still would consider going back?
Yeah, I could go for a year, or yeah, maybe a year is about all I could handle.
Okay, so you would actually go back there then? Because I find that strange, because for me, I'm pretty much done with China from now on. Like, there would be nothing that would make me go back, you know? Even if they offered me like £1 million a day to go back there, I still would not go back there.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe I would. But I don't think it's all about the money, you know what I mean? But I just think that going there, there'd be a lot of like, you know, risks. You could get arbitrarily detained.
Yeah, like what happened with the two Michaels.
Yeah, okay, so we're in Canada right now, which is where the two Michaels were from, right? The whole Meng Wanzhou, Princess of Huawei. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, that was a big factor why I wanted to get out of China.
Yeah, because obviously, like, you know, you're from Canada, so I mean, one of the main reasons why they were detained was because they were Canadian. That must have been quite difficult when you were there, actually. Did you kind of like worry that maybe you would get detained? Were you kind of like a little bit cautious about airing the fact that you're from Canada?
What I did on WeChat was I wore my Canadian pin around, and I took a photo and put it on WeChat, pointing to my pin, Canadian #3, question mark.
Oh God, you're just asking for trouble in China, dude.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's what would probably get me in trouble, is shooting my mouth off.
Yeah. So would you go back to China for like a girl or something? If let's say you meet a Chinese girl here in Canada, and she's from China, and she says, hey, I really miss my home, and you're in love with this girl. I really miss my home, and would you like to come back with me? What would you say in that situation?
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah. Because I think a lot of like expats, the ones that I know, like most of my friends who are still in China, are mainly there because they're married to a Chinese girl, and it's quite difficult for them to get them out of the country, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Yeah. Like, I think I'd have to come to a compromise. I'd say, okay, so you miss China, so how about we just go to another country in Asia? Let's go to Taiwan. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Well, this is just probably going to be a short video. I just figured we're out on the streets, we might as well quickly record this, get more content on the channel.
Oh, indeed, we'll have some more content coming up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cool. Like, we've got a few ideas. We're going to try and keep this momentum going, I hope. But yeah, man, thanks for chatting, dude.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool. All right, guys, don't forget to do all of that stupid crap like liking, commenting, subscribing, share the video, and yeah, give your love to Chris. Peace.
Bye.